Namaste. My name is Elizabeth Thakur, and I would like to talk to you about my journey to Hinduism. And let me just start by saying that my journey to Hinduism has been extremely difficult. Most people think that Westerners' path is pretty easy. It's very straightforward. You just start researching and learning about Hinduism. And that's not it at all. Going into Sanatan Dharma is very hard when you come from a Christian family. It's hard because most of the people that are your best friends or family end up leaving you behind when you go on this path inward. It's been a really rough journey from the start. I will start by saying that was the hardest thing that I've ever had to do. I will go ahead and start with the story. My lessons in life have been extremely tough. When I was actually 4, that's when I was first introduced to Sanatana Dharma. There was a big convention in my town, and that convention was geared toward showing students different cultures. So it was with my school that I went on this trip. I saw, and the only thing I remembered was the Sanatanis there that were introducing their culture. So they were talking about their way of life and the dots on their forehead. We played a really cool game where everybody got in a circle and one person started telling someone one phrase, and it would go around the circle, and when it got to the end of the circle, they would see if it was the same phrase that was said in the beginning. I really liked that game. It was really cool to play. The Sanatanis were just reinforcing how history can change when you repeat it over and over again. Actually, what happened will change. Like, people's perception of it will change. So that was really cool, and I'll never forget that. Being that I was Christian, I stayed on the Christian path, but I always remembered it. I started going through difficult lessons in my life. I realized after decades that I was pretty much staying in a dark cycle in my life that I couldn't get out of. I felt cursed. There was an actual curse on me, and no matter what I did, I just couldn't get out of it. And that's what I faced as a Christian. And I'm not saying that Christianity is like that, but I'm just saying that it was like that for me. I didn't learn the same way that most people do. I actually am quite different from most people, and that's why I really just didn't connect with Christianity. After I realized I was in these dark cycles that I couldn't get out of, I started listening to some healing high frequency vibrations on YouTube. After some time, like a few months go by, I started noticing amazing changes that happened to me. Those changes were inside of me and outside of me, and the changes that happened outside of me was very major, that it put me on a certain path in life. So I will talk about that on the next video, because there will be a part 1 and part 2 of this video, maybe a part 3, because I have a lot to share. This is a long story, so I'll try to make it as brief as possible, but try to be as detailed as possible as well. So I'll see you on the next video, and please subscribe if you haven't done so already. I appreciate everything. Thank you so much.